Yes, everybody, it's Transfer Review! We are back outside Old Trafford. Do you remember it? Do you remember what it looks like? It's been a wee little minute since we were standing out here in the weather, innit? But thank you for joining us this Saturday morning to watch a Transfer Review. Oosh. Roll intro. Right, the first one that we're going to be talking about is, obviously no surprise, Jadon Sancho, and there is a little bit of an update, and it is from Fabrizio Romano, and Fabrizio Romano says, look, United want him, Sancho wants him, Dortmund are happy to sell, but United haven't contacted Dortmund about buying him, and you're like, hang about, are you meaning to tell me all this speculation that we've been seeing now for literally months, because let's be honest, it's all we talked about since we got locked up, and we're still talking about it when I wouldn't say we've been released, but it's sort of like Cat C prison, innit? Where you're allowed out in the day, but you got to come back and stay there at night. That's what it feels like at the moment. That's what stage of lockdown we're at. Or medium on the Nando's Spice chart, I think is where we're at the moment. But anyway, that's how long this thing's been going on with Jadon Sancho, yet United haven't even picked up the phone to Dortmund yet and been like, hey, sprechen Sie Deutsch? 100 million, por favor. No? All right, okay, cool. I can't actually believe that United haven't got to this stage. There's been all sorts of talks, and I know there's been talks about him coming to United. So why is there no one from Manchester United? Right, it says there's no agreement in place with Dortmund. Does that actually mean that there's been no conversation, though? Because surely there's been a conversation. Maybe we just need a little bit more action, please. You better have got that joke. Joe has wrote in his notes, Sumi, why is Romano suddenly coming out with these quotes now? And he's also replied to somebody else with like a copy and paste of the same quote. He's saying, is this some sort of an update from Romano? Because he hasn't mentioned this before. Why is he choosing to mention it now? He hasn't gone that big on it. He's just sort of been saying it in reply to people when they've been asking. I don't know if you can call it an update, to be honest. I still think that Jadon Sancho's a real possibility for United. I think the Barcelona link was real but not relevant, and I think the Liverpool link was real but not relevant, and I think Chelsea's interest was a lot of bollocks from the off, even though the word on the street is he might even be a fucking Chelsea fan. Jadon Sancho to Manchester United, I don't know if this is going up or down, but it feels like about a 7 out of 10 at the moment, doesn't it? Next up then, we've got Joe Rondon, from fucking Swansea. Alright, whose coat is this jacket? So apparently Simon Stone has been talking. He says that he is a close friend of Dan James, 22 years of age, centre-half. Could be the sort of British signing that Manchester United like to make, usually make, sometimes get sorted out. So, I mean, all right, yeah. Is he fucking going to improve our first team? No. I mean, I'll still take Lindelof over him, still take Baye over him. There's the problem with Baye, though. He's just never fit. Axel Tuanzebe, you're taking Rondon over Axel? Fucking no. But Axel's never fit. He's better than Phil Jones, who's also never fit. Yeah, typical British signing. Look, if he's cheap, if he's the same sort of price range as Dan James was, do you know what? As a reliable backup that might not be fucking broken when you come to call on him, Rondon might be a shout. But he doesn't improve the first team. And I think that's what United really need. I don't think we need depth at centre-half. I think we're all right for depth at centre-half. I think you can improve on Lindelof. Rondon to United, though, I wouldn't say there's zero in it. But just because he's fucking Dan James's mate don't mean that that's fucking signed, sealed and delivered, does it? So let's give it a 2 out of 10. Next up then is Leon Bailey. Bailey, not Baye. That's fucking Baye. Leon Bailey, Leverkusen, Jamaican winger. Plays on the left, plays on the right. And the reports are that his attitude is shite. Don't know if that's just a recent development. He seems to have been struggling with fitness. Must get really boring driving a fucking truck. Oh, you know. That's your entertainment, beeping. Leon Bailey, I don't know if that's... I don't know about his attitude. I suspect it's probably not right. But he seems to have some issues with keeping fit, maintaining fitness, all that sort of good stuff. He looks like he's going to be emerging as a backup option in case you don't get Sancho. And maybe that works. He's going to be available for somewhere in the 35 to 40 million pound kind of range. I don't think he's ability-wise on the level of Jadon Sancho. But for the price, that's also not on the level of Jadon Sancho. If United go all in for Sancho and don't get him, We still need a right winger. We still need someone who's going to take that spot. Leon Bailey could be that guy for me. He really could be that guy. And I think he'd suit the Premier League as well. Question marks over fitness. I think it's high time that United don't really be signing people with fitness in and histories of shit fitness. The only time that ever worked out for us was Robin Van Persie, and it worked out for one season. After that, they didn't play so much. And when you look at some of the players that we've signed and the injury record United have, it's just fucking bad juju waiting to happen, innit? Leon Bailey to Manchester United, I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. That was the ins. This is the outs. Familiar name to transfer review, and that is Angel Gomez. A couple of weeks ago, we were sort of told that there's probably going to be some movement in the next couple of weeks. I would have thought it would happen by now if there was going to be some movement. Ollie in his press conference on Thursday did talk about Angel Gomez when he was prompted, and he said, yeah, we've offered him a contract. If he signs it, great. And if he doesn't, well, he'll leave with our best wishes. Reading between the lines and sort of getting to know Solskjaer a little bit in terms of what he's like, what he's about, and how he interacts with the press, he's never really going to be scathing in public. But make no mistake, that was very much a sign it or fucking sling it for Gomez. And here's the problem. Gomez coming out of the gate had some outstanding potential, phenomenal potential. But potential's only potential unless it's fulfilled. You have to become the player that you are promised to be. And Angel's had, probably since that 2017, I think it was 2017, or it might have been 2018, World Cup, Jadon Sancho went on and made a career in the Bundesliga following that. Angel Gomez has played under 23 football since then. He's not fulfilling his potential at the moment. So on one hand, I can understand the frustration. And for everyone going, well, why don't Solskjaer just play him then? Because the club isn't beholden to teenagers. This is Manchester United. If you want to be here, well, you can be here. But if you don't want to fucking be here, and you don't want to show the commitment to be here, well, there's people behind you in the queue. Someone will take your place. I'd love to see Angel stay and make a fucking career at Manchester United. But the longer this has dragged on, giving it a score, I'm almost firmly in the 50-50, 5 out of 10. I really don't know which way this is going to go. Every day I wake up with a different vibe on it. Like, yeah, I think he's having it. I think he'll probably get over the line. Oh, no, okay, no, not having it. Okay, fair enough. Dean Henderson then. United have done something crazy here. It would have been pure shithousery, but we should have done it. Sheffield United are literally going toe-to-toe with us for that final Champions League spot. One of their best players is our player. It was in our hands to influence how this season ends for Sheffield United and make it way harder for them, and we chose not to do that. I don't know if I'm pressed or gutted at that. So Wilder's been talking and he said, Solskjaer's been fantastic. We are all but sorted out in terms of what's going to be happening with Dean until the end of the season. Looks like the loan is going to be extended and he will be able to play with Sheffield United until the end of Project Restart. What happens next season, I guess, is anybody's guess, and I honestly don't have a clue. Where is he going to stay? Is he going to go? I mean, it's another 5 out of 10, I guess, isn't it? I have no idea how that's going to go, but he is getting to the stage in his career where being on loan isn't beneficial for him. He's either going to be Manchester United's number one, in which case that United have got to get rid of De Gea on a massive, massive wage, which I think they'll struggle to do, or they've got to let Dean Henderson go. Should realistically be getting somewhere in the region of 30 to 40 million for him. I mean, he's one of the best players in the Premier League. Sorry, one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. You see Kepa going for 80 million. You saw what Alisson arrived for, Ederson arrived for. You can't tell me that they're worth significantly more just because this kid's been on loan at an unfavourable club. He should be going for the sorts of fees that them lads have been going for. Even if I say 40 million, someone's going to be like, oh, fucking worth 40 million. But you got to look at what other goalkeepers in the Premier League have gone for. He's their equal, if not better than some of them. So I think United are going to get rinsed on the price. They should easily hold out for somewhere in the region of 40, maybe more. Whether or not they're able to do that, I don't know. But it's decision time from people at the club. Are we going to back Dean Henderson and go with him? Or are you going to continue with De Gea? I don't know what the right answer is, but it's a big decision for everybody to make. Cheers for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Get your comments and criticisms and abuse in below. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.